Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Reality Duggar News. Counting on alum Jana Duggar recently uploaded videos from her wedding day with Stephen Wisman. The two-part videos featured an inside look at the bride and groom's preparation before they exchanged vows. However, one thing caught many Reddit users off guard, and it has something to do with Jana having a competition with one of her siblings. Keep reading to see the discussion. Counting on Jana Duggar's wedding day videos. The first part of Jana's wedding videos featured her preparations before walking down the aisle. Josie Bates Balka did the counting on alum's makeup. Jim Bob also had a moment with Jana, wishing her the best in her marriage. He also complimented her by saying she looked like her mother when they married. The second part of the video features the nuptials of Jana and Stephen. There are also scenes from the reception in which several family members and guests dance, which is something that they don't usually do due to their conservative beliefs. But a Reddit thread discussed why Jana's wedding vlog may have also shown a shocking detail about Jana and her family. Jana competing with a sibling? Some counting on fans on Reddit discussed why Jana Duggar may be competing with her sister Jessa. According to the poster, they were still puzzled about why Jessa was the maid of honor at her wedding. The OP added that Jessa barely had anything to say for her sister, which may have been more fruitful if Jill had taken the role. However, several commenters pointed out that it was family politics and that Jana and Jessa have been competing silently for being the best or favorite daughter. They're not. It's family politics. Jana and Jessa in silent competition for favorite/head daughter. Jana and Jessa bend over backwards to please Meech and Boob, and that's what Jessa as MOA does, and why it makes sense. I think they both do a lot of Jim Bob's bidding, so it looks like he doesn't control things as much as he does. Meech looks completely hands-off and out of it, so I'm guessing the one with the too small face, Jana and Jessa, are his top dogs. I'm just sad that Jill wasn't even a bridesmaid. Even if it was Jill's choice, it still makes me sad. Also found it interesting that Laura wasn't in it as well. Obviously, there is still negative vibes with Jill in the family. When Jill was married, we know Jana was the maid of honor and they were close. I agree that it was weird with Jessa. Both those wedding speeches were terrible. Jessa's could have been edited down to the last part of hers, and the guy's speech was so bad they cut it off. Counting on Jana Duggar's Fixer Upper project. Jana Duggar's previous vlogs before her wedding videos featured her Fixer Upper project with Stephen Wisman in Nebraska. The counting on alum got the help of her parents and siblings, making the renovation faster. They did an interior overhaul, especially in the kitchen area. Jana also revealed that she changed door placements and plans to utilize some empty rooms. They were already on the final touches in Jana's previous vlogs, and fans can expect a house tour soon. Part 1. Joy-Anna Duggar is grateful her 13-month-old son, Gunnar, is alive and well after a terrifying health scare. After their youngest child bit off more than he could chew during a family meal and immediately started choking, Joy-Anna, 26, and her husband, Austin Forsyth, decided to drive 1 hour to the local hospital to seek professional care. I just handed Gunnar to Austin, and I started crying. Joy-Anna recalled in a new YouTube video posted Friday, June 14. All those what-ifs come to your mind right away. Gunnar threw up multiple times and still hadn't thrown up the ham and was gagging and was not breathing for like 20 seconds. For the first half of the car ride, Joy-Anna, who is also mom to Gideon, 6, and Evelyn, 3, was trying to keep her son awake as he continued to cry. After consulting with Austin, who is an EMT, the former Counting On star agreed that rest may provide some relief. We let him go to sleep and I watched him closely, she explained. There were a couple of points on the drive that he stopped breathing again, and I was just crying out to God, please save him. I've never been to a point where I thought I was going to lose one of my kids, she continued while wiping away tears. It was just like that thought of, he is going to die came to my mind, and it was terrifying. Fortunately, Gunnar started sleeping better and breathing regularly. At the hospital, Doctors performed x-rays to make sure nothing was lodged in his throat. They later confirmed everything looked clear and he was safe to be discharged. Counting. A comprehensive guide to the Duggar family. I was just so thankful that God protected him, Joy-Anna said. And we made it to the hospital, and that whatever was in his throat wasn't bothering him anymore. When looking back on the day, Joy-Anna described the turn of events as crazy and a roller coaster of emotions. Now that Gunnar is sleeping better and back to his old self, his mom is reminding parents to savor every healthy moment with their children. After something like that, I feel like you just really hug your babies a little bit tighter and thank God so much for giving us life and breath and all the things, she said. You never know when something is going to happen. This is my third kid, and I've never had anything this serious happen as far as choking goes. Part 2. Jana Duggar has spent the months since her August 2024 wedding trying to monetize her special day. Her YouTube uploads have been plentiful, and while some Duggar followers have enjoyed seeing her wedding day come to life, the uploads have had an unintended side effect. Jana's recent videos are being viewed as proof that she iced Jill Dillard out. Jill Duggar was the only Duggar daughter not included in Jana Duggar's wedding. When Jana Duggar released the first pictures of her wedding day, family followers quickly noticed something was amiss. Jill Dillard was not a member of the bridal party. Instead, she attended the wedding as a guest. When asked later by a fan why she was not a bridesmaid, Jill replied that she was unsure. She went on to say that it was entirely up to the bride who she wished to include in her special day. Initially, it looked like Jill was not the only one left out. Both Josie Duggar and Jennifer Duggar did not appear in official photos either. Jana's most recent YouTube upload revealed that Jennifer and Josie were included in the event, albeit not as bridesmaids. Instead, they appeared to have been tasked with managing the bevy of flower girls who were a part of Jana's big day. They walked down the aisle with the tots. With Josie and Jennifer's roles revealed, it has become clear that Jill was the only Duggar sister who did not have an active role in Jana Duggar and Stephen Wisman's wedding. Jill and Derek Dillard were seated away from the rest of the family, too. The bridal party snub isn't the only issue. Aside from not being a part of the bridal party, it appears that Jill and her family were an afterthought at the big event, too. While several of her siblings were included in the wedding, Jana had 10 brothers and some of their spouses who did not have an active role. As is traditional, they were seated in the first few rows for the ceremony. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar were sitting with some of their children in the front row. Several adult Duggars were sitting close by in the second row. Jill and Derek Dillard were the only Duggar couple not seated in the first few rows for the ceremony. The couple sat several rows back and away from the rest of the family. Still, it's unclear whose choice that may have been. The couple's seats and Jill's exclusion from the wedding party seem to suggest a rumored rift between the two sisters is very much a reality. Before Jill and Derek opted to set boundaries with the Duggar family, Jill and her older sister appeared close. Jana even served as Jill's maid of honor at her 2014 nuptials. They, however, have not been spotted together in any significant way in several years. Jill later admitted that she maintains relationships with some siblings but not others. Jana may be one of the siblings she's no longer connected to. Thank you for watching, and like, comment, and share. If you are looking for more Duggar family news, come back to Reality Duggar News for all your updates.